Here's something people don't understand about carbohydrates. If I ate, or if you ate 10 of those, we would get what's known as a glucose spike. Now, you've seen this because you have kids, and they're under 5. You go to a birthday party with your kids, and you see your kids and all of the other kids going, wah, when you get there, right? That's the sugar high. But I want you to notice the next time you go to a party, within 45 minutes to an hour, they're cranky, they want to go home. You'll notice their face will turn red. Sometimes they'll start crying. Sugar low. So when you eat a simple sugar spike, and then below where you were, so if this is the medium line, spike and then below the medium, right? That's what happens to your kids. So people would say, what about heart healthy grains like bread? That's a glycogen load, right? So if this is normal, now dietitians will tell you to have this stuff. This is the good stuff. They'll call it a complex carbohydrate, and somehow it's magically good for you. Remember, you get a spike from sugar and you go down. With this, you get a spike, but now you have it releasing onto your liver. That spike stays up for hours, not 20, 30, 40 minutes, hours. Your body has to keep releasing insulin to try to bring that spike back down.
Yeah, keep up.
Right? When that happens, you think you're doing the right thing, but you have insulin constantly, so you become resistant to insulin, number one. Number two, your body can only store so much of that sugar, so it stores what it can. The rest of it turns into a long-chain triglyceride, which is a fat. And that long-chain triglyceride goes into your fat cell and gets stored as a fat. So every time you have bread, pasta, matzo ball, anything that's a complex carb, you're causing fat to go into those fat cells. Now, here's the fun part. If that wasn't enough fun, I promise to your audience, I will stop being scientific after this. Remember I said long-chain triglyceride?
Yeah.
Big, long fat cell? We have all of the fat cells on our body after we hit puberty that we will ever have. That's it. Now all we can do is either make them bigger or smaller, because fat cells are basically a bank account, right, to store energy for later. And when you put a long-chain triglyceride in there, it seeps into that cell very easily. But think of it this way. If you went to IKEA and you bought a bed, you bring it home. You and your husband, you walk it into the bedroom. Why? Because you have the frame, it's taken apart. You have the mattress, you have your box spring. It's all taken apart. So you can slip it into that bedroom. But then you build the bed in the bedroom, right? Now, if you wanted to move the bed, it's hard to get out. You can't take that bed out of that bedroom unless you break it down again. Your body doesn't like to go and break down things. And it's very hard to coerce that long triglycerides from coming out of that cell.
So those formative years, especially for children, when they're consuming all of the sugars and carbs, will actually have an impact on them for the rest of their lives.
And that's why we're calling it a genetic problem, when in fact, that was a long way around for me to say, sorry, Fatima, it's not genetics.